Yo, Aquarius, what's up? I'm Zach from Pink Flower Tarot, and I'm here to read your cards. Today, Aquarius, we're going to be looking at your month ahead for March 2021. We're going to see what's coming towards you, any wisdom, advice, guidance, or messages you may need from Spirit. Aquarius, just remember these are general messages, so they may not resonate with you, but if it does, just take what serves you and leave the rest for someone else who may need the advice. Also, if you want tarot content from me sooner than YouTube, I post daily reads every single day on my Instagram page, so if you're into that kind of thing, you can find that in the description box below. I pre-shuffled all the cards ahead of time as well, just to make this video a little bit faster for you to watch as well. Okay, Aquarius, let's jump into the reading. First things first, I'm going to pull one card from the White Witch Tarot, just to kind of see like what is the overall message. What is the general message you need to know for the month of March? What are all these cards trying to tell you? So this is for Aquarius. What is the overall message for March for Aquarius? Ooh, okay, so the moon. This is a card of Pisces. Ooh, yeah, and it's Pisces season. Not for all of March, for a chunk of March. So again, I think Pisces season is very much influencing you for the month of March. The moon to me is all about being on the right path. It's about having kind of all the wisdom and all the knowledge in front of you, kind of knowing the good and the bad. Everything you need to know to kind of move forward, you'll know with the moon. So again, the eyeballs are really kind of jumping out to me. I'm kind of like, yeah, you're really gonna kind of know the answers you need to know in the month of March to kind of move forward on the path you're on. Because bottom of the deck with the Emperor, card of Aries, fire sign energy, so your creativity and passion. Again, and the sun below it too, and death. That's interesting. So yeah, there's a sense of like in the month of March, I think like you kind of knowing the answers you need to know to move forward on this path that you're on. And I think there's a sense of like kind of stepping more into like your own power with the Emperor, the King of Kings, like approaching from a very confident place. Kind of like once you kind of know what you need to know, it's like a sense of like, yeah, just like feeling like a real boss to accomplish it, moving towards the sun, which is like happiness, and then death to me, which is all about inner transformation. It's kind of like you're kind of like confidently stepping on the right path towards a better place. And I think by moving in that direction is also allowing some inner changes as well. That feels really good though, but let's pull some more cards and kind of see what else comes up for you, Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, please, for the month of March, please, Spirit. So Aquarius, please, Spirit. Aquarius, please, Spirit. This is interesting. Lots of reversals, kind of interesting. Okay, so Aquarius, so in this spread, the first card is the overall energy for the month of March. So we have the 10 of Wands. This is fire sign energy again, so creativity, passion, things that really, really drive you. 10's the highest number you can be in the deck, so 10's all about cycles kind of coming to completion. The 10 of Wands is a card of like, carrying your burdens, feeling really burdened, feeling really weighed down by all these wands. And I think there's a sense, in the month of March is the overall energy. So yeah, I think that you're getting pretty close to achieving something, you're getting pretty close to closing out a cycle. But I think it's kind of like the last couple steps, they kind of like, I don't know, it's like a little bit longer. I think it's kind of like, you're kind of like the last couple pieces of something to kind of like, before you can move forward, it's kind of like what you're waiting for. And it's kind of like, once you do, you can really kind of really go for it. So the sense of like just needing to carry these burdens a little bit longer. And I think there's also a sense of like, the message with this card always is like, to try to release some of these burdens if you can. But again, I get a strong sense of like not giving up in the month of March. But again, I think you're close to achieving something. Your hard work really is getting close to paying off, Aquarius. Just a matter of just like really kind of hanging in there just a little bit longer. This next card is what's in your mind for the month of March. So we have the Judgment, major card. Judgment is all about speaking your truth. It's also a card about like, like really being in the spotlight, really making a decision, kind of like going within, judging yourself on your past actions and then kind of making a choice. Kind of what I'm getting, this being in your head, I feel like, I don't know, like you're doing some like heavy thinking in March, like really kind of contemplating things, really questioning kind of where you're at maybe in the path you're on. And I think, yeah, you're really just trying to make a decision in your mind. And, when I pull Judgment, I always kind of feel too, is like, don't be so hard on yourself. When you're reflecting upon what you've done in your past, like don't like punish yourself too much for it. Like really don't be hard on yourself. It's kind of like you're feeling really burdened. And I think like it's really causing you to really think and really kind of I don't know, just reflect on things. And it's kind of like, don't let that sense of exhaustion from the Ten of Wands let you be too hard on yourself as well. But I know it's a major card, so like you're definitely like, I don't know, you're like really using your head, you know, you're really grinding the gears the month of March. This next card's what's influencing you, Aquarius, for the month of March. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You know, a Knight is someone who's in the middle of the action. You know, Knight of Pentacles to me, Earth and energy, so your career, finances, your physical health. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, I always say, is like very slow and steady wins the race. Just kind of keep your head down and like plodding along, really trying to accomplish something. But it's reversed. So Knight of Pentacles to me is a very like stubborn card when it's reversed. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of like, I don't know, Ten of Wands overall energy. Like, yeah, I just feel like there's this exhaustion, and there's definitely a sense of you like kind of like not wanting to move forward. Like you're definitely kind of putting up a fight a bit. There's just like a kind of a stubborn energy around you. And I think part of that is really trying to overcome that in the month of March. Wouldn't necessarily say it's negative, but I think you're definitely kind of dealing with some blockages and some frustration right now. And that's kind of like what's coming through in the month of March. In your recent past, with the Ten of Pentacles, so 2 tens in a reading. So again, I feel like once again, you're getting close to closing out a cycle. Ten of Pentacles, you know, is all about long-term happiness, long-term like financial stability, you know, happy family, you know, feeling really secure. You know, like the Ten of Cups is more like being emotionally happy, and the 10 is like, yeah, the 10 of Pentacles to me is like more just like things in your physical world, like being comfortable with your home and you kind of like having all your material needs. So it's reversed, so it's not really a negative card, but there's definitely a sense of dissatisfaction, I think, in your recent past. I think, like, again, you've been working very hard towards something, really trying to close off the cycle, and you're kind of looking at your hard work and feeling like, I thought I would maybe done this by now, and yet it's still not where I want it to be. It's still not where I want it, and it's like, yeah, I feel like that's kind of frustrating. It's kind of like you're still waiting on some last pieces to really kind of bring you this energy, and it's just really starting to kind of really affect with your head a little bit. You know, it's really causing you to really doubt the hard work you've been putting in, and it's making you like not want to move forward. Your goal for the month of March, we have the Sun, another major card. The Sun was also, you know, right below the bottom of the deck as well. So the Sun coming out twice. So this is your goal. So the Sun, major card, fire sign energy, card of Leo as well. Sun's the happiest card in the deck. You know, it's all about just like the best kind of happiness. It kind of shines the light in all the negative cards in a reading as well. And that's just the goal. I think the goal is just to like, you know, be happy, you know, step towards feeling like really happy. And it's reversed. So I think even you kind of know, maybe it's like even in the month of March, like you're not going to be exactly where you want to be just yet. You kind of know there's still more work that needs to be done. And I think it's not on the timeline you think as well. I think the goal is just to be like one step closer. You know what I mean? Just like one step closer to like reaching this happiness, you know, one step closer to the Ten of Pentacles as well. Again, it's a major card as well. So I think like whatever it is, it's like something you're really, really passionate about. And it's like something you've been really working hard towards and something you really, really want that you think will make you like the happiest. So I don't know, you're on the right path. In your near future, we have the Five of Swords reversed, air sign energy. So it's your own energy, Aquarius, you know, it's with your mind and what you think. Five of Swords is actually also one of your cards. It's pretty cool. So the Five of Swords, you know, is all, so five is the number of conflict. You know, the Five of Swords to me is all about kind of like putting yourself first and not worrying about what others think, you know, really taking care of yourself first. It can be a card of also being, yeah, a little confrontational as well. But it's reversed to me, so there's definitely a sense with the Knight of Pentacles as well. It's like, Five of Swords reversed to me is like, you're more so worried about the outcome. You know, you're more so, you're like, before you even kind of, you're thinking more so like, if I do this, how is it going to affect everything else? Like, how is it going to like, it's like you're scared of saying something to someone and you're more worried about what they think before you say it. And at the end of the day, like, of course you need to think before you speak, but like, sometimes you get too caught up in like worrying about the outcome that you're like, you know, like you never take action upon it. That's kind of what I get here. You know, I'm kind of stumbling over the words because I definitely think it's kind of like, in your near future, you're still kind of afraid to like maybe speak your truth or like, I don't know. It's like you're more worried about an outcome. And that's what's in your near future, at least. How you're approaching the month of March with the Page of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, again, like, you know, pages are all about slowly starting to put in the work towards something. You know, you're not even a knight yet. You know, a Page of Pentacles to me reversed is definitely like kind of stubborn, immature. And again, so I just feel like, yeah, it's like there's this it's like you're being hard on yourself. You know, you're feeling really burdened at this time, and I feel like it's really causing you to not want to move forward. And I think this month, that's kind of the biggest challenge, is like you waiting on the pieces you need, the information you need. And it's causing you just to like not want to continue moving forward. And it's kind of like you're approaching it like, I don't know, you're just kind of like fighting it. You're fighting that, it's like you're just fighting the, I don't know, like I feel like you're on the right path. and it's leading to good things, even though it's kind of not coming to fruition just yet. And it's like, yeah, it's really discouraging. It's definitely discouraged energy, I think, around you for the month of March. And that's okay, but I'm telling you, things are going to get better. What's coming towards you externally in the month of March with the Knight of Wands reverse. So, you know, a Knight of Wands, someone who really follows their passion, really charging for it, really fast energy. Sometimes like thinks before they act, you know, Knight of Wands. You have two Knights reverse. So this is a card of like rivalry, conflict, you know, things maybe not seeing eye to eye with someone. So again, there's just, yeah, this sense of like dissatisfaction. I think that's kind of what's also around you with these two Knights reversed. I think, yeah, just you're being met, what's coming towards you in the world too is you're being met with more obstacles in the month of March. And that's kind of the thing, is like you really need to overcome those. And really kind of like stepping into your power and stepping this confidence that you're on the right track. So not to be discouraged by that, but I do definitely feel some obstacles kind of coming towards you. And the Five of Swords, again, is just a message of like, you know, like either way, you're going to have to like communicate. You're going to have to take action because it's the only way to move forward. Like you can't worry about the outcome for too long. So I think too, it's like if you're going to be met with a Knight of Wands, like someone who could like really frustrate you, like don't let them get the best of you. You know, even though if you're not seeing eye to eye, I wouldn't approach this from a place of conflict. You know, it's like, yeah, I think definitely like think it through before you speak, and then try to come from a place of yeah, it's not being so confrontational. Yeah, it's just don't let them work you up or get you worked up. Your hopes and fears for the month of March with the Star, your own card. You know, this is the card Aquarius. So it's your own energy, major card popping in the reading. And it's coming up your hopes and fears. So this is an interesting spot for it to pop up in the reading. Like, I think you're just fearful of like, yeah, you're fearful of not being like, you know, you're worried that you're not on the right path. You're worried it's not going to lead you to where you want it's going to lead to you, even though it's the card just saying I think it's going to. And you're just fearful of like this not feeling yourself, like not feeling like you, not feeling good. It's kind of like, damn, I'm putting all this work and things aren't paying off yet. Is this really the path I should be on? You know, it's also a card of healing. So maybe there's fear of like, is this even going to lead to me doing the healing that I need? But again, I think you're just hopeful. You're hopeful of like, you know, that, like leading to that direction. You're hopeful that you're not, like you're hoping that you're not like this isn't true. And I don't think it is. I think you're on the right path. And even though it's like it's your hopes and fears, like you're still popping when you're reading. You know, your own energy is there. You know, it's surrounding you, and it's a matter of like you're stepping towards it, even if you don't realize it. Now the outcome for the month of March, we have the Six of Pentacles. Again, Earth sign energy. Six is a card of harmony. You know, it's a number of harmony, communication as well. Six of Pentacles really is just about things balancing out. It's like pre-Libra energy. It's like, you know, you're finally getting in a good place where you're feeling more balanced and you're able to help others as well. You know, it's like this person is like worked on some hard work and now I'm kind of take care of others. So I think there's a sense of like things kind of rebalancing up for you in the month of March. So, you know, towards the end of March, I think things are going to kind of feel like, yeah, just more balanced. I think you're going to start feeling better about the path you're on and being able to step more in that confident energy. And it's leading towards good things. Bottom of the deck with the Tower reversed, the Hermit reversed, and the Empress. Ooh, all major cards. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. The Tower reversed to me is all about change. It's like outer change, it's change that's necessary. And when it's reversed to me, also it's a card of Aries and Scorpio. So Aries has popped up twice in your reading. So it could be dealing with an Aries. Could also have Aries in your chart. You know, also, yeah, I don't know. It's just like whatever's happening now. It's like don't try to fight the changes. You know, the things that even change, that are like kind of sudden change, are happening for a reason. So like don't fight the changes, they're necessary. It's like they're necessary for healing. I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot of healing. And I think it's like this kind of change is kind of like the final pieces in this healing process. And I think once that's kind of like that, once this is kind of over and done with, it's like you're moving towards the Empress, you know, which is the Queen of all queens. You have the Emperor and the Empress in a reading, you know, perfect pair. Balance, again, balance being restored. And I think it's kind of like the Empress, creativity, love, abundance, fertility, really expressing yourself. So I think it's, again, it's like these changes are a part of the healing that's happening. They're allowing you to really kind of step into a way more beautiful energy that you want to be in. Again, and just a sense of balance is being restored for you. So this is really good. This is a really positive reading. Okay, let's get some advice. Aquarius, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps. But I think it'll be a good month for you. What is the advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Ooh, okay. So this is your advice for the month of March. It's also kind of your past, your present, and your future as well. So here in your past, we have financial healing. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receiving and to be provided for in every way. And then below it, we have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Which is kind of funny to see, because when I was looking at the Emperor before and the Tower, I was talking about Aries energy. One of the messages of the Emperor as well in Aries is like, it's like that's a card of protection. The Emperor is also like protecting everyone. He rules over all the kings, all the tarot. So I got this sense of like, yeah, you are protected. And I felt like if you're really doubting that, you're protected and your family's protected. Because, the Ten of Pentacles, card of family, and there's a sense of like imbalance of like not being where you want to be, your hard work not paying off, maybe worrying about it not being able to provide. So it's the sense of like the financial healing you want, this long-term stability is coming. And it's like right now, you don't need to worry, like everyone you love, they're protected. You are being protected right now. And it's coming. So I don't know, it's like you don't need to worry about that too much, I think, at this time. In your present, we have reach for the stars. You deserve only the best, and this is what you should focus your attention on. And then below it, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So again, with judgment kind of popping out too, what's in your mind, like reach for the stars, judgment is a card of also being in the spotlight, like really speaking your truth, having your time to shine. That's the same with the stars, also about being in the spotlight. So 2 cards about you really kind of stepping into your own energy, stepping into like your own power. So again, like really just focusing on what you really want to accomplish, and not being so hard on yourself. And looking at the bigger picture is also judgment. And kind of like stepping back and looking at things as a whole. Judgment comes right before the world, which is the last major card. It's kind of like the last step you kind of, before you get to close of this major cycle, is like really taking kind of just like really looking at the whole grand, it's looking at really, sorry, I'm stumbling, but like looking at the bigger picture. And that's kind of the message here in your present. That's what you need to do. It's like reach for the stars, focus on your truth, and just look at everything from all angles. Sorry, I know it's just a bunch of me just stuttering. Okay, in the near future, we have smile. Simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. So again, just like focusing on the positives, the sun, you're trying to move towards that energy, so just keep smiling. And being positive, it's like, yeah, don't be confrontational. Then below it, we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So that message to me is, just I think kind of like before you move forward, like just really plan it out. Make sure you have the whole plan, looking at the bigger picture. 2 full moon cards. Again, I feel like you're very close to closing out a cycle. It's very much so you're closing something up or starting something. Then bottom of the deck, we have open your arms to receiving. You've prayed for help, now be open to accepting it. And new moon eclipse, expect powerful changes. So again, I think, I don't know, things are definitely picking up for you with the moon. Like expect some changes, expect something new, like some knowledge to help you move forward. And just be open to kind of like the help. All right, Aquarius, one last card. Your love advice for the month of March. What is love advice for March? What is the love advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit? So with forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then bottom of the deck, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So definitely, like, in terms of your love life, definitely needing to heal the past, releasing the past, like moving past, I don't know, if you can be dealing with someone and maybe you're trying to end things and it's like you need to like move on from that. And I think by healing the past, you'll bring in like new exciting things to your present. The 2 nights as well, definitely not seeing eye to eye with someone, definitely could be like you and a partner if things aren't really working out. And again, with unrequited love, there's not enough chemistry or attraction to keep this going. Yeah, so I think for some of you, like, yeah, maybe like it's time to kind of like let go of this connection. It's time to heal it and move on from it because I don't think it's serving you anymore. It's not for all you Aquariuses out there, but for some of you, yeah, I think a sense of just moving on for your love life in the month of March to allow healing as well. Just, being forgiving. Again, coming from a place of not confrontation. That's all I got, Aquarius. So hopefully this reading helps. Hope you have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.